Hello children, welcome to NEET World. This is Narayani, I am your foundation biology educator. We started the chapter of nutrition in plants from the 7th standard, right? So always we completed the 2 classes children. First we discussed the nutrition. If you not go through that first class, just kindly go through of it. And we discussed how many types of nutrition children. There are 2 types of nutrition. So what are the children? Autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Right, before we starting the session children, I would like to announce very important news here. So almost we are starting the June 15th onwards the new batch of the tutorials of the foundation children. So we are mainly discussing the subjects of physics, chemistry, biology and mathematics. It is quite useful for you children. So if you don't know the importance of foundation children, let's go to my short video of the short read, because in the recent NEET 2025 paper, the direct NEET question which came from the 8th standard CBSE foundation course. So see how much the importance of foundation is. So if you have go through well the foundation, means it will be quite easy for you to crack the competitive examinations like NEET and JEE. It is quite useful for you children. So and here this is our Telegram channel. By scanning through this scanner, you can allow our Telegram group children. You can access our Telegram channel. Here we are daily dropping our daily quizzes and live classes schedules, and by that you can attend our classes on time. And also free resources, we are dropping the free resources also there, and one-on-one doubt solving sessions will also be there, because direct the faculty will be there itself in the Telegram group. If you whatever the question you have may ask, we can there for your clear all your doubts children. So these are Telegram group, so don't forget to join in our Telegram group children. And also we start the long term courses for the 11th and 12th standard also. If you are studying the 11th and 12th or either the BPC or MPC, parallel if you take the coaching here, means it is quite useful for you to write the upcoming competitive examinations of NEET and also JEE children. If it is time saving method, and by parallel taking the coaching, you cover the most of the syllabus of the IP also, along with the and also competitive examination also, right? So there you can score a good rank in your upcoming NEET and MCET of the BPC students and also MPC students. We are having the JEE and MCET also. So you can go through our classes and join our classes. It is quite beneficial for you, and don't forget to join children. It is quite efficient for you. We will give you the best content and the best subjects, and we are using the digital panel. So we are creating amazing videos to topic to be understood for you. If you have any queries, please let us know in the comment section, or else down scrolling number is there, no children, contact with that number, right? Okay, so let's see the today's session children. We are discussing the 7th CBSE nutrition topic, right? So how many types of modes of nutrition children? There are 2 types of nutrition, autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition, right? So yesterday we discussed the story of photosynthesis from the autotrophic nutrition. What is a good example of autotrophic nutrition children? Nothing but plants. Plants are universal food providers, right? And they are also primary producers. Without plants, can we sustain children? No, not at all. We cannot sustain, right? Because it giving to oxygen, right? And also we know that plants exhibiting the autotrophic nutrition, right? So autotrophic nutrition mean they can prepare their own food materials, right? So they are preparing their own food materials. So which part the food is preparing children? At the leaves. At the leaves are the kitchen of the plant. Which part is kitchen of the plant children? Leaves are the kitchen of the plant, or also called as food factories. Leaves are also called as food factories, because the food made in the leaves, the plants can prepare their own food materials in the top of the leaves, right? And also some green stems, but most of the food is prepared in the leaves, right, in the leaves. So if you have a question, so of course plants are preparing their own food materials, right? So they are preparing their own food materials, right? Where it is preparing? You have the question. Where it is, children? It is a leaf. So what are the ingredients it need to prepare the food, children? So the ingredients it need to prepare the food is carbon dioxide, water and also sunlight. I think it is visible, right? Okay. And sunlight. These are the elements which is need externally from the plant. So from how it is accepting, children? By the chaff name called chlorophyll, which is present inside the leaves, right? This chlorophyll pigment absorbs the sunlight from externally, and from the root the water is absorbing to the plant, and from the environment the carbon dioxide is coming to inside to the plant through the windows name called stomato. Yesterday I said the very good story, right? So what I said, children? So there is a plant, there is a leaf villa name called plant. In the great chaff is there present in the leaves. Though that chaff name called as chlorophyll, right? So that chlorophyll every morning opening the windows of the leaf, through that windows which is coming, children? Carbon dioxide coming. If they ask the question from where the carbon dioxide is coming from, children, to the plant, through the stomata, through the stomata, the carbon dioxide is coming inside the leaf, right? After that, what is required, children? Water. From the roots, the xylem boys, delivery boys of the xylem is transporting water inside to the plant. And so as the chlorophyll having the apron name called, it is wearing the apron, so that apron absorbing the sunlight and it is blending in the chloroplast, which means the leaf having the chloroplast inside that chlorophyll is present. So that chlorophyll combining the carbon dioxide coming from the environment and water from the soil and light from the sun, blending all three materials, it's producing the food. It producing the, children? It producing the food. It is nothing but glucose. It is nothing but sweet glucose, right? So glucose are also called as carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. So it is ultimately stored in the form in the plant as starch. As, children? As starch, right? So along with this glucose, children, what is producing? Oxygen is also producing. So as the plant is required elements coming from the environment as the carbon dioxide or water or from the sunlight, so it has so much gratitude inside of it. So to thanking the environment, it is releasing the, one minute, okay, it is releasing the oxygen as a gift to the environment. It is releasing oxygen to the environment as a gift. 1 minute. Okay, why it is moving like this? Okay. As a gift, it is releasing oxygen to the outside of the environment. See how the plant is so happy because it produces plenty of food and transport all parts of the plant, including roots, stems, branches, fruits, flowers. From every part of the plant, the food is transported through the delivery boy name called phloem, right? Phloem. If you have once again I am summarizing these, children. So autotrophic nutrition, autotrophic nutrition means the organisms can prepare their own food materials. The example is plants, right? From which part where the preparation of the food is happening, children? In the leaves of the plant, right? In the leaves of the plant. In the leaves especially it is occurring in the chloroplast. inside that chlorophyll pigment is present. With the help of this chlorophyll pigment, the food is synthesizing, nothing but production is happening. So, what is the role of this chlorophyll, children? Observing the sunlight, and also it is opening its windows name called stomato. Through that stomata, the required element of carbon dioxide is coming inside. And what else required, children? We know that carbon dioxide required, water is required, sunlight is required. So, sunlight is the golden beams from the sun is observing by this chlorophyll, right? And the carbon dioxide is coming through the stomata from the environment, and water is coming by the delivery boys under the ground. You know, in plant, children, the delivery boy's name called xylem is present. Through its pipes, it is sending all from the ground to all parts of the plant. It is delivering to water to the leaves by this xylem. And after that, production of including the elements of carbon dioxide, water, and also sunlight, it is preparing the chloroplast blender is preparing the food, nothing but sweet glucose. Sweet glucose, also called as carbohydrates, right? It is stored in the form of starch in the plants, right? And as it is storing as a starch, children, along with sweet glucose, what is production is happening, children? Oxygen. Oxygen is producing. So, this food, whatever the food prepared in the leaves, the kitchen food factories of the leaves, that food is transferring to the all parts of the plant through the phloem. It is visible? Yes. Through the phloem, the food is distributed to every part of the plant. Every part of the plant. So, as it is getting the food, the plant prepared the food with the help of the external environment raw materials, children. So, by thanking to the environment, it is releasing oxygen. Oxygen is useful for us, children? Of course, whatever we want, we need humans, animals. Most of the multicellular animals need the oxygen, right? Plants require carbon dioxide, right? This is about the photosynthesis. We discussed yesterday as a very beautiful story, right? So, we know that we discussed up to the what is producing after this photosynthesis. What is meant by photo, children? Photo means light, synthesis means production. Which is producing, children? Food is producing, carbohydrates is producing, nothing but glucose is nothing but sweet glucose is nothing but sugar is made and later is converted into starch, and oxygen is released into the air. Leaves are known as food factories and kitchen of the plant. As we know that photosynthesis also occurs in green stems also. Mostly the preparation of food happens in the leaves. Then sometimes it happens in the green stems also, young stems, right? So, now today we discuss about the components of the, in detailed way we know about the component necessary for the photosynthesis. So, what are the components, children? Which means required materials, right? So, we need chlorophyll, right? Carbon dioxide, and also we need carbon dioxide and also water and minerals, and at last whatever the food is prepared, it is transported to the all parts of the plant, right? So, here see, children, first chlorophyll. So, where the chlorophyll is present, children? Whatever the green color appears in the plant, there itself the chlorophyll is present. Because of the chlorophyll only, the plants are appearing in green color. Let us see this. Where is the chlorophyll is found? It is found in green leaves and also green stems. Okay? Exactly which place it is locating? It is located inside the chloroplast. It is also organelle. If you see the internal structure of the leaf, children, see here, if you see the internal structure of the leaf, we know that every morning the chlorophyll pigment opening the windows, name called stomata. These are the stomata. Through these stomata, the air is coming inside and water is coming inside, right? And through with the stomata only, whatever the oxygen produced at the end of the food preparation, children, it is too released by the stomata only. Okay? How it is oxygen coming outside, and how the carbon dioxide coming inside, children, through this stomata. The opening of the stomata, this pore we called as stomatal pore. See, here the stomata is closed. If I close my door, if anyone come inside by closing the door, children, no, whenever it is open, then anyone can come, right? Like this only, the stomata also, when it is opens, the exchange of gases occur. What does the exchange of gases mean, children? Carbon dioxide is coming inside, whatever the food is prepared, it should be go out through the stomatal pore. And also whatever we know that water is transporting through the roots to the leaves of the plant, right? And the water also transporting through the water also going to the leaves through the stomatal pore. The exchange of gases and water happens to the stomato in the opening, right? By closing, the exchange happens, children? No, not at all happens, right? So see here. So where is this? Wait, where this chlorophyll is located, children? In the, where is this chlorophyll located? In the chloroplast. Chlorophyll is the green pigment that captures sunlight. It is a green pigment which captures sunlight, and we know that when we are telling the story, what I said, children? The chlorophyll having the very tool which by its apron it observing the golden beams of the sunlight, right? So that this green pigment, the chlorophyll actually is a green pigment which captures the sunlight and helps to produce which involves in the synthesis of food, right? See, and carbon dioxide. Coming to the carbon dioxide, entire leaves through tiny pores. Every part of the leaf having the very tiny pores called stomata. Wait. So entire leaves having the very tiny pores called, children, it's a stomata. It is stomata. Each stoma is guarded by, see here, each stoma it is guarded by the guard cells. It is guarded by the, children, see. The stomatal pore is guarded by the, see here, the guard cells. These are the guard cells which is protecting. So it is guarded by the guard cells and which control the opening and closing of the stomata. These guard cells which involves in the closing and opening of the stomata. See here, this is the stomata. It is having the different parts. See, in these guard cells having the vacuole also, outer thin layer also, chloroplast. Here it is also having the chloroplast, and epidermal cells, inner thick cell walls. Mainly we have to remember, children, this stomata. Each stoma is guarded by this guard cells, right, which involves in opening and closing of the stomata. While opening, the exchange of gases named carbon dioxide and oxygen goes inside and outside. Exchange of water, the transportation of water to the leaves is going through this stomatal pore, right. It is overall controlled by this guard cells, right. See here, next. So we know that if you see the internal structure, children, this is the leaf structure. What is internal structure? Nothing but inside. If you have covering with we have heart, we have lungs, we have stomach, everything. But can we see it? No, they are internal structures. You know, they are internally they are present. We can't see that. Like that only plants are also having the internal structures. When we see this leaf internal structure, children, it appears like this. So here these are the mesophyll cells. What we call, children? These long elongated cells we call it as mesophyll cells. These mesophyll cells having the chloroplast, and these chloroplast having the chlorophyll, which absorbs the sunlight through this. Here see the stomata is there. Through this stomata opening in condition, the exchange of carbon dioxide is coming inside and oxygen is going outside, right? And water also coming through this stomatal pore. As the it is coming to the porch of the stomata, we call it as stomatal pore, right? So here in the chloroplast blunder, the raw materials which is coming from the CO, carbon dioxide from the environment, water from the roots, and plants by the chlorophyll observing the sunlight, the preparation of food is happening, right? So this is the internal structure, how exactly happening the photosynthesis inside the plants, especially in the leaves, right? So you see here, of course, what I said children, it is a carbon dioxide, but it is coming through this stomata, and this stoma is guarded by the two guard cells which is controlled. The opening and closing of stomata is controlled by these guard cells. When it is closed, there is no exchange of gases and there is no coming of inside water inside in the leaf. When it is opening only, it comes the water come inside the leaf, right? So coming to the next one. So we discussed that chlorophyll is required. We studied where the chlorophyll is present, and also carbon dioxide, how it is coming also we studied in detail. So coming to the next one, water and minerals. Where the water is coming from children? It is coming from the underground, from the soil, right? So if you pour the water, right? So the roots are absorbing the water and transporting through the all parts of the plant by the delivery boy name called xylem, right? By the xylem. And minerals. See children. So actually the energy we comes from us is by food, right? So if you ate only rice children, no, rice having a more amount of carbohydrates, right? The proteins which are essential for our growth and development, for everything, protein is required, right? It is coming from the curry, right? Nuts, fruits, everything. Proteins coming mainly from the vegetables more than the rice, right? So we will take it like that. So likewise, plants also require minerals. So what are the elements, what are the minerals, and what are the nutrients required for the soil is now NPK. You will learn about this in upcoming of classes, right? So nitrogen is required, phosphorus is required, and potassium is also required. So from where these all are taking children? Of course plant required. How it is taking? So it should be taken from the soil only, right? Right? If the soil is rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, if it is rich also, how it is taken? Right? The minerals which is absorbed by the water is transporting to the roots to the all parts of the plant, right? So if it's not required for you now children, it is come for you in upcoming classes. So let's learn the very basic concept from the plants, how it is observing. So observe roots. Water is absorbed by the roots and transport via delivery boy name called xylem. The xylem tissue which is present in the roots of the plant is transporting to the all parts of the plant through the xylem pipes. Nothing but when you are watering your garden, you will fix the pipe and water the garden, right children? Likewise, these are the pipes. So it should be, the water should be transported against the gravity, right? What is meant by see? So if the growth is happening towards the soil, right? If it is towards the soil means it is not against the gravity, it is towards the gravity. If the plant is rising against the gravity, right children? So against the gravity. So the water should be transported through the against the gravity, right? So which tissue is helps in the traveling children? It's nothing but xylem. Via xylem, the water is transported to upwards of the plant and distributed the required which distribute to mainly the leaves of the plants, which is helpful in the synthesis of food, right. Water and minerals travel. Minerals also, which is present in the soil, transported through the continuous path from the root to stem. If it is a root, see children, the water I dropped here to the plant. So it is distributed to the first root, then stem, then branches, then leaves. So in the leaves, the food is preparing. The food synthesis is happening, right? This is why. If they ask from where the water and minerals traveling to the leaves, first root, next stem, next branches, after that leaves. Okay. So let's see the transportation of food. The food is prepared. Along with the food, what is producing children? Along with the food, oxygen also producing. So as the all ingredients required for the plant to synthesis of food coming from the environment to thank the environment, the oxygen is released into the atmosphere. So that we are utilizing it, right? Are you get this children? The food which is made in the leaves, the food which is prepared in the leaves, it will transport to all parts of the plant including the roots, right? So the food made by photosynthesis, the process of making the food in the plants, we call it as that process called photosynthesis, is transported to other parts of the via phloem tissue. So whatever water is distributed to the leaves by the tissue name called xylem, and whatever the food is prepared in the leaves, it should be also distributed, right? It should be distributed by the tissue name called phloem, right? Have you get it children? This food supports both the plant and other organisms. Why they are saying that this food supports both plant and also other organisms? If you add the food, okay, it is benefiting to other organisms children? No. Why? Because if you are eating the food, you will grow, you will improve, right? So it is useful to you. Then why the plants preparing their own food? Why they given to, it is useful to the other organisms also? Yes, right. Because we are mainly humans or any goat. If you example take a goat, it is mainly what is the food it will take children? Plants only, right? So whenever it is preparing the food, it is not only helpful to itself, it is helpful to other organisms also, right? So the food supports both plants also, itself also and other organisms also. We are also depending on the main plant food products only, like the rice we are eating every day, right? Where it is coming from? Plant, right? So the most of the people eat the chapati, right? So where it is coming from children? It is nothing but coming from the plants, right? So we cannot imagine a life without plant, right? So this is about the components necessary for the photosynthesis. So I hope you all clear about this children. So I will give you the homework for tomorrow is that draw this leaf diagram. If they ask to draw these leaf diagram, just draw this. So see, I will explain to you children. It is quite easy. Here see, it is very easy diagram children. Just to keep this slant like position curve, okay, and then here half and again this half. Easy, very easy, right? And draw these lines inside this to point to attach here. Then just draw like this. The leaf is, diagram is done. So here see the parts of the leaf children, apex. What is meant by apex? Apex means tip. Apex means children tip. So here it is the pointing tip, like it is at the corner, right? That is by apex. Apex means nothing but tip, right? This is the margin. This is the margin, and these are the veins. So the small curves are there, no children? They are nothing but veins. And here the midrib is little stronger, right? So it is a midrib. As it is present in the middle, we call it as midrib, right? So here as it is the base, it is the base. And coming to this part is there, no children? We call them as petiole. We call them as children petiole. And leaf petiole, there is a small structures we call it as stipule. We call it as stipule, right? It is a petiole. It is the base. It is the midrib, right? So it is a quite easy diagram, children. I will check you all in the tomorrow session, and from the apex to the base we call it as blade, right? I will ask you the questions also, practice in the at home, and I will see you all in the classes tomorrow, this diagram, okay? So by this I am ending the session, children. Tomorrow we will discuss the activity also. Don't forget to join the class and also go through the all classes if you have missed it. It is quite useful for you, children. So let's meet the tomorrow session. Before I am winding up the class, children, I would like to remind once again, join in our Telegram group, children, by scanning through the scanner. So there we allow our in our Telegram group. So thereby you can get our daily quizzes of all subjects, of the 4 subjects we are discussing. Mainly we are focusing on the foundation course. So here the biology, chemistry, physics and mathematics, and also pre-live schedules also will come. So you can attend on time to the classes. And what are the free resources will drop into in our Telegram channel. You can access it, and mainly, children, we will also be there in this Telegram channel. So thereby you can ask any doubts. We will clear out all your doubts. And also from the 15th onwards, children, the foundation batch is starting. So as the schools are opening, it's most important to join our foundation course, children. If you have any doubt, please check my reel, check my short in the present in my shorts, children, by foundation matters. It is very important because the recent 2025 paper, the direct foundation question is came from the NEET 25. That is what foundation is required, children. So that much power you have with the foundation. If you have the basics clear, you can easily crack the competitive examinations, children. This is what about the today's session. So let's meet in the tomorrow session, children. So all subscribe to our channel. This is Narayani signing off. Thank you.